It's not making any sense. I'm under your influence, and now I'm falling down, 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 down.
Hi guys, welcome back. So glad to see you. So what I wanted to do was part 2, but it's actually a part 1 of a part 2. It's so weird. Weird things are happening on this channel. So I did the first out of stock items to put on your wish list or keep an eye out for a restock. And so many of you in the comments said you really did want this to be a series. So I'll make it into a series for as long as I can. So what I have here is a whole huge ass list. And what we're going to do today are AOA products. And that I am putting all of the collaboration AOA products and everything under one umbrella because it's just so much. I'm all just saying they're AOA, and you can find them that way too. But I will have links for all of these. So maybe if when I'm looking up the link, they're back in stock, I can write that down for you guys so you'll know. That would be really cool. But I'm waiting on a lot of this to come back in stock myself. And while I was looking this up, I was actually pretty shocked how much stuff that is like so popular is out of stock. And why are they not, like, they could make so much more money if they just restocked sooner. So let's go ahead and get into AOA, and this is part 1 of AOA because there were so many. So let's go ahead and get into that and what I think you should put on your wish list. So the first thing are all their bundles. They come out with bundles. AOA comes out with bundles for anything and everything. For Christmas gifts, for acne, for period time, for just your eyes, makeup ones. They come out with an assortment, like back ache ones, knee ache ones, you know, like old people ones. We're all broken. The broken ones, those are all sold out because they are such a good deal, and I buy a lot of them for giveaway items and stuff, so I'm a little irked that they're all sold out. And I'm hoping that they come back with them soon. Very soon. The next one is their Half Moon Beauty Blender Holder. I have that and I love it. It's my favorite one out of all the ones that I have, and I have all of them. So I saw that it was out of stock. Wasn't surprised, but I'm like, come on, bring it back in stock. That Half Moon holds your beauty blender so well, and it looks so cute. So I definitely recommend putting that one on the wish list as well. Now with their AOA Studio Brushes, just the black ones with the white writing, they are out of F14 and F12, which are 2 of the most popular ones, the ones that are most universal, the ones that people want and need the most. Let's get it back in stock, people. We cannot go without these brushes. I have 2 of each, and I'm still mad because I want to buy more for backups because I use them in such universal ways that I need a little bit more than just 2 myself. So that was something that I was like, yeah, I wish you guys would fix it. I also saw on there that the men's razor kit is sold out. What? I really thought that the women's one would sell out faster than the men's one, but I guess the men's one is pretty good. And I was actually going to pick it up to see if it was any different than the female version. But I can't now because they're out of stock. And these would have been such great gifts for your husband or any male in your life. So that really sucks that they're sold out during the holidays. And oh my goodness, this one blew my mind. The Paw Paw Concealers are out of stock. What? What are the Paw Paw Concealers doing out of stock? What? Those are so iconic. I have 2. I thankfully don't need any right now. But out of stock, come on, they should not be out of stock. Some things should just, they need to order way more. They're expanding, they're having different stores in different spots. They need to start ordering more inventory too. The next thing is the Gua Sha Pro. The Pro Gua Sha. Not the green one that's really thin, but the Pro one that, I think it comes in amethyst and rose quartz. It's thicker, it's rounder, and it's so luxurious, and you can't get ones that are that good at that price. So it really stinks that they're out of stock, and they really do need to restock those as soon as possible, in my opinion. The next thing I thought sucked too, because you could basically give this to a gift for anybody, honestly, and it's the no drip wristbands that they have, the terry cloth ones. I have them. I use them twice a day. They work so well, and it's I was trying to put together like a holiday gift guide thing for you guys, and I can't because all of this stuff is sold out. So this is just my bummer with all of these AOA products being out, because AOA is really where more of the hits are. So that sucked. And then I also saw that their setting spray, the normal setting spray, is sold out. It hasn't been sold out since it was made, and I'm pretty sure it's been on there since like a decade. Like, it's been on there forever and never sold out. So that one freaked me out a lot. Things are freaking me out. Last night I was like, what? This is, what? Like, I'm glad I don't need any of these, because if I looked them up, I'd be so angry. And talking about anger, the next one, it does anger me. And by the time I need more, they better be back in stock. And that is the Tall Lash Mascara. They're all sold out. Do you know how many times I recommend them? The Tall Lash Mascara? I mean, I'm thinking, I'm sitting here looking at the computer, and I'm like, how many things have I told you guys you have to have? And they're all right here sold out. How are you supposed to get them? How are you supposed to experience the amazement? It makes me mad. And then we have the No Pores Primer, which, yeah, okay, we can wait for that one. There's a ton of other primers that are good or better, so, you know, that's not too bad. But there are a lot of people that love no pores, like no pore things, and the no pore primer, which is why it's sold out. So that really sucks. I think they need to, like, get on this quickly. Another thing to go along with the Gua Sha Pro is the Gua Sha Comb, the green one. That's sold out. That is so amazing, and also an amazing gift. Running that through your scalp not only feels good, but it promotes hair growth. It can do so much for you, and you don't even realize it until you start using it. And so I really hope that they come out with that quickly again. And then they also are sold out of the mixing palettes, which sucks, because I was actually going to buy more, because I use one for my nails, so they have like nail stuff all over them, and the other one I use when I need to mix things. But I do a lot of different types of things with them, so I would really like at least 3 more, and I can't get them right now, and that stinks. So that was another thing that I was not impressed by. And then the soft eye primer, the soft base eye primer. That is the best eye primer they have. It will cover, it has a nice little bit of coverage on it for veins and any kind of discolorization that you may have on your eye. It sets really nicely, and eyeshadow works great over it. They need to come back out with it now. Now. Next, I saw someone in the comments last week say this too. The Big Boss Mascara from Paw Paw, AOA Paw Paw. Preferably, it's not one of my personal favorites, but it is a lot of people's favorites. A lot. And so, people have been waiting for this to come back out, and I'm hoping that there's just going to be this bam big restock at some point soon. But I think that they're selling out of everything so quickly right now because of the holidays. So I guess we need to bear with them, because as much as ShopMissA can aggravate us, we still love them. The next thing that I saw were their cooling eye masks. They're little eye gels with strings that you wrap around. You have no idea. If you have any kind of congestion, eye pain, migraines, anything like that, and you use these, your life is like, oh, they're so great. And I think that people bought them, figured that out, and then bought a lot of them. That's why they're sold out. But if you do see them back in stock, grab them, because they are so worth it. So worth it. And the last thing that I was not happy about, because this is something I actually looked up to buy myself, was a Salicylic Acid and Tea Tree Mask from AOA Skin. That made me mad. It's $1.77 and it's sold out. I don't know how long it will be until it comes back in stock, and I use those for like 2 weeks a month straight to try to keep my acne under control with my hormones during that time. And the older I get, the worse that happens to me. So those really, really help me. And I'm like, man, if they're not in stock soon, you're going to see me, like, it's going to be bad. So those are the things so far that I wrote down. There's a lot of them. I will link them all. Hopefully, fingers crossed, some of them have already come back in stock. If you guys like this and you want a part 2 of the AOA, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. And I, of course, will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.